So last night, I was assaulted by scavs in the woods in the live stream, and a lot of you guys were asking me about sniper rifles. You'll find out in just a little bit why if you didn't see last night's stream. So I'm going to break down sniper rifles that you get right now in this part of the wipe, the pretty early part of the wipe, and I'm going to show you the one I was using, which is a Mosin. I know it has a different stock, but those are easy to buy and get. So I got shot at by a sniper on the rock in the stream. A lot of people after this happened were asking me questions about the Mosin and about the SV98 that I'm about to take off this guy. Watch him fall. Look at this. Look how tight that is, dude. There is nothing but constant kills in this woods run. A lot of people don't like this SV98. It has a lower ergo. Watch this shot. Dirty. Now, these are all the bolt action rifles. And you know, I love me an RSAS. And I love me an M1A. But we're going to be talking about the bolt action early game because it's pretty much where you're at. And these guns are underrated. So, let's start with the Mosin. It's the most common sniper right now that you're going to use at the early game. And it's one of my favorite snipers, even so. This is what your Mosin's going to look like. You're just going to have a wooden stock. A lot of people don't understand how you get this. You get your scopes. They don't understand what this is, this adapter for the Mosin. It sucks, though, because if you find one of these snipers out in the wild, you're not going to be able to put a sight on it. You got to get used to using these iron sights. So in order to find what you can put on it, link search the barrel. And what you're going to see, a lot of people want to link search the gun. Link search the barrel and then look at your adapters. Now, these adapters will be for the barrel and for your infantry rifle. And you can use this adapter. I have one and I'll show you for the infantry rifle. And you can use this adapter for your sniper. And this will let you add a sniper to the Mosin. I don't think you can put this. Oh, you can put this on the infantry rifle? So basically, I didn't even know this. I guess you could put that adapter. Now, as you see, I've got a sight on my infantry Mosin. But now we can switch to this, and we can actually put a good scope on the infantry Mosin. That's crazy town compared to at least some ergo when you put your scope on this one. So I get it. I get it. So let's take this bad boy off because you want to know how to pimp out your Mosins, how to use them. So the first thing you're going to need, you want to search your Mosin because if you find one in the wild, you might not have that adapter. Well, as you notice, you go to the mounts and you see the Trademark mount. So once you get one of these, which Prapor level 2 has them for cheap as hell. So if you find one, I would just wait until you get to level 2 to be able to get these unless you get lucky. You could throw these bad boys on there. Then that'll allow you to throw on the actual scope on. You have to put this adapter on first though. Now, let's say you don't have the scope or the adapter and you want to put it on. So of course, you're going to have to link search the Trademark adapter so that you can get this. And once you have this, Prapor level 2 actually sells it very cheap. You can notice level 2, you get access to the scopes. It's like they don't want you to have them until you get up to level 2 on the traders. Then you could put these on. Now, of course, I don't want this on. I'm going to save it for another Mosin because I bought, for this video, the Tri-Rail. The Tri-Rail not only lets you put on a scope, but it'll let you put on a light. Now, that is a pimped out Mosin. Though, we're probably not going to use it right now. We probably will save it for later because I've got the T5000. I've got the M700. I've got the DL10. I just got like a 500,000 run last night, the one I was showing you the video of. So I used it to do this video. And I've got the SV98. So let's compare these guns. We got the SV98 here on the left. Now this one's going for around 75,000 on the flea market. This one's a little cheaper. But as you see, better ergonomics. The muzzle velocity here is base 839, 890 here, right? The recoil is so much better with this. And I think it's a faster reload. I could be wrong, but I mean, maybe they're all the same. Now, I've already showed you a modded Mosin. So let's see how we mod the SV98. So you're going to basically just be able to throw on a scope because the top of the SV98 is made for it. You see what I'm saying? See, I'm not an expert in the SV98. I'll do a different video on the SV98 later. But you've got my favorite, which is your Night Force 30mm, Tech, whatever the hell it's called. And this is the one I was using in the clips you saw earlier. Though, on the last wipe, this was my jam right here. This model M700 until I got the RSAS and the others brought up. But you're going to say, what is the biggest difference between all these scopes? Or I'm sorry, all these snipers? Well, you'll notice this is a 51 millimeter bullet, 7.62 51. This is a 54 millimeter, 54R. The Mosin is a 54R. This is a 51, and this is a 54R. So basically, the Mosin, the SV98, and your other Mosin is a 54R, and your DLT, your ML700, and the bad boy here, which I'm probably going to use this more than anything. So let's go ahead and get this one combat ready. Looks to me like I can even put, you know, a handrail on it and everything. So let's just try to do all that, because we've got all these adapters on here. You can actually see what we do to pimp them out. It's even got a T5000. I bought this cheap as hell. Like, I'm not even playing. Let's throw a scope on this bad boy. What really matters is the bullets that you're shooting. And this is the 7.62 54R. And I've got your 55 or 51 right here. If you're 51, your FMJ, your M61, M62, M80, and then these two. Now, as you see, with all bullets, if you don't know in Tarkov, they have the damage, which you would think would be the most important statistic. Only if they're not armored, and you're going to be shooting at armored people. And you want to be able to penetrate through walls too, right? Penetration power right here is very, this is what makes the bullets expensive. Penetration power and then damage. Now, these other factors do kind of mix in to make what's the best bullet out there. My thing is, I like the high projectile speed bullets because they go faster, so you can get that shot off before they have a chance to shoot you, if you get what I'm saying. If you're getting in those engagements where if you ever traded bullets with people, it happens more often than you think. But, of course, the best is either the M61 or the M62, because I think it's the M61. It's got 68 pen and 70 damage. This one has 9 more damage, but it's got a 14 less penetration. So basically, if you go to the ballistics chart on the Tarkov wiki, and you go down to the 54R, which I'm pretty sure is near the bottom, if I'm not mistaken. If you go to the 51 NATO, you can go see the 62 here. If we go over, it's pretty good even at level 6, but the 61 pretty much ignores level 6. A 6 means it ignores that type of armor, and you're looking at the first row. This is level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So this is your level 6 armor here on the right, and if you scroll down, you see that on the 54 category, the only bullets that don't do that good against level 6 armor are the LPS 7-in-1 and M61 and the M62 are very expensive. But if you look, your M80 has a 41 penetration power, which is far less than these two, but it's higher than all others. It's pretty much your go-to bullet. My favorite bullets, these are pretty damn good, the 7BT ones, but they are a tracer round. They're going to know where you're shooting from, which is not good if you're sniping. And the 7-in-1 is just a badass bullet. I have no issues with it. When we look here, let's go and take a look at these bullets really quick. The R's will show you how the T46 is a 41 pin, so it's just garbage. SNB is 62 pin, which is really good, but it's got some lower damage. It has a lot more recoil, though. So, I mean, your SNB rounds are great. A lot of people complain that the SNB rounds have so much penetration that they're going to penetrate through your target and not really do enough damage. And I could see that, but I drop people consistently with SNB and with 7 and 37. So it's not an issue for me, especially using 7 and 37. I drop fools with a headshot or with even with body shots so often. I don't see the complaints that are out there. Maybe if they're using level 6 armor, I'm just not fighting level 6 right now, and I don't remember it from the last wipe that often. But then again, your 7-in-1s, 45, 86. Remember, the penetration is the best stat. So where's our highest one at? We got the 7 and 37, and it's got 72 damage. You can get higher damage with the LPS, but that it's going to be reduced by armor much, much more. But really, any of these bullets are great. I've never find the T46Ms, though. I typically find the 7-in-1 and the LPS and SNB. You can find SNB all over reserves, you know. So I would just go buy some of these 7-in-1s or these 7 and 37s and just go out there and slay. I mean, everything is pretty much self-explanatory here. If I want to try to search one of these rails so that I can grab something to put on it, you just want to click it until you see it. There it is. You just go, once you find it, you link search it, and you're set. And as you see, what goes on this, you can get a ring to put a flashlight on it, or you can buy one of these flashlight laser combos. They really need to add some more different like tactical devices in the game. They really do. I don't know what else they could add. Now, I mean it. This is my favorite right here. It's just something about this gun. makes it my favorite. I'm going to search the barrel so that I can get my tip, right? Because this one doesn't have a tip on it. So I want a flash hider. And you pretty much just grab whatever. I look at what's cheap. And I find, like, you know, in the early game, the Lantec Dragon is what I would want on this. But if you look at the price of it, it's just too much. And you don't really got to worry about recoil with these bolt action guns, because you take one shot and then you got to reload it anyway. But if you look here, the accuracy, I go for muzzle velocity. Is my this one, 1.5 with the precision brake, 5,000. It adds muzzle velocity in, which is very important in my opinion. You're not going to get much better muzzle velocity from anything else. And you saw how I just searched that out and attached it. And now we want to get we notice we can't put a scope on. So we're going to have to search for the scope. Let's go search on this overmodded here. And as you see, we can go find a mount. Nope, wrong one. So we want to search on the barrel, I suppose. It probably attaches to the barrel. I don't know what I'm thinking. It's been a while, guys. You know, the wipes here. Oh, we already searched the barrel. Well, what do we search to get? We just searched the gun, I guess. Link search the gun. Oh, yeah. We go to mounts now. We're going to get this mount, which is great for this gun, by the way. And then this multi-slot weaver. Get me? But let's grab this for the M. Oh, yeah. I could go ahead and show you how you put on a different stock and chassis here for it. There's the one we've got. Go through. You can build an entire gun off of that. I don't have the money for it, and I don't care to. I want to get one with the stock and everything built in. So this would be the perfect gun to get for it. Let's go ahead and grab it. The perfect stock. So the M, I'm going to mod it. I'm going to throw that on there. Oh, wait a minute. The Archangel and the something at the same time. What's it saying? Cannot install both the Wyatt 5-round. Oh, it's the magazine. Yeah, you got to get different magazines when you put on the Archangel. I forgot. Got to give it enough room. I should have remembered. Like I said, this wipe, I haven't done any of this. Now we got our Archangel, better ergo. Pretty much better everything. We're going to have to buy a couple different mags for it, but that's okay. So we're going to throw on our Mod X. Then we are going to be able to throw on our scope, and look at this bad boy. Look at this bad boy. We got our 35 ergo and pretty damn good when it comes to everything else. Now you're going to want to say, but you can't shoot it. You don't have your mags. Well, I just did a search and we're going to go to mags. Now, we want to do presets. I should have showed. That's so good I remember this. Now, the Archangel can only take certain mags. So here's how you find out. You go to presets. You see you cannot install the Archangel and the Wyatt. So you want to go. You see that I can do the Pro Mag, or I can do... Yeah, the Pro Mag is the only thing that fits. Now, let's hope I have Pro Mags available. If not, I'll just hold the gun until I can get some, because I'm leveling up pretty fast. So let's find the Pro Mag. The 10 and the Pro Mag 20. They're pretty expensive. And if I get mechanic to the next level, I'll be able to grab a Pro Mag. But until then, I'm just going to have to grab one for 25,000. And I'm only going to be able to take one mag in with this. Unless later, you know, once I get a little more cash, I'll grab another Pro Mag. So this is the point. When you put these different scopes or these different bodies on, it gives you different magazines that you use, and it can really mess it up. Always use your presets. I know when I started out, I never touched the presets, and I didn't understand why it's even there. It really matters. It'll show you everything you can put on your gun. And if you have a certain stock on and it doesn't take mags or something else, you notice it'll red them out, so you don't waste your money. Appreciate you watching. I'm going to keep doing these. I'll get better at these as I go, but I just wanted to explain to the people in my stream last night that were asking exactly why I love my snipers and how I use them and the different snipers that I use. Now, once I get leveled up a little more, then you'll notice that I'll start having those snipers that I always use equipped on me. Tune into the stream if you want to see me use these snipers tonight. See you later.